What up? What up?
What's up?
What's up?
DC Racing.
So what you doing today, bro, or tonight?
I'm replacing the bearings for the DC Racing coilovers.
Oh yeah, so let's go check this out. Yeah, so the customer, one of our good customers, had a issue with like the coilovers being too noisy. So that's pretty much what happens. Like, I mean, she had this coilover installed like maybe like 3 years ago now.
It's pretty old.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad, but it starts to like squeak, especially when you make a turn, or like say when you go over bumps, or make like little bit of a creaking sound. And these are a common thing to fail on BC Racing coilovers. So she got a replacement bearing here, and the good thing is like the whole assembly. Because back then you can always like just buy the actual bearing, but then again like it's easier to just swap this whole thing.
Swap the whole thing.
Yep. So Louis gonna install that for us. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he already got the other one installed too. So let's go over here. Let's check this out right here. So that's how it looks like. Oops. Yeah. Oh, let me go change the wider screw here. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so we'll put that together, and then we'll set the camber to like because the camber too was kind of set too positive.
Positive.
Yeah, I wanted it to like be slightly negative. Because before the front was poking out a bit too much. And his Lancer Rally Art is actually pretty it's a pretty nice car too. It's actually a Sportback Lancer. Yeah. No, right now it's dirty, but well, actually we're gonna wash this thing afterwards. But yeah, so we're gonna install the front coilovers, and that's all it needs really. And then we'll wash it, and then we'll go for a test drive and see how it goes. All right. So yeah, what's up guys? Carlo here, Horsepower Industries, and we're back here at the shop. As you can see here, Louis like helping out on the Lancer right here. But anyway, so well, if you guys can see, like we're still, I mean, we do have like what? It's not like less cars, but different cars.
Yeah, we have different cars now.
Now, but
Evo.
yeah, so the Evo right there, and the Mustang that needs to get worked on. But we did finish the Q50. If you guys remember the Q50 that we did, but there was an issue, right, with the right. Well, the Q50 had a issue
With the fuel issue.
with the fuel issue, but we sorted that out. The fuel system, we sorted that out, and then I guess he drove it for a little while, and then
A lot of pulls.
yeah, I mean he did a couple of pulls, but what happened? It blew a heater hose. It blew a heater hose. Well, what happened because the heater hose was the clamp wasn't on.
Yeah, it wasn't all the way.
Well, Adam worked on it. So I blame
I blame
Adam on that. So Adam forgot. Well, he installed the heater hose, like a lower heater hose, but he hooked up the hose, but the clamp wasn't on it.
Yeah.
So I guess like when we got the car running, since that we weren't really driving it, well, it was just like idling, and then we were revving it. We didn't notice that the hose clamp wasn't on there. So that's one. So I ended up actually going to the customer's house and fixing that issue because I guess what happened, he went to drive the car, he went to get gas, and then I guess when we got gas, he noticed like there's a puddle of coolant. I was like, shoot, I wonder what it was. Then like he sent me a video, and then like he saw like a hose.
Like hanging down.
Yeah, it was like kind of off the pipe, and then so that's one. But at least like, it was an easy fix. So I actually went to his house. It was just like a couple blocks. Like yeah, he lives pretty close. And then went to his house, fixed it there. It only took me like 45 minutes to fix. So that was done, and then I guess the same night or the night after he drove the car, then I guess the car went on limp mode on the freeway. So fucking neighbors, dude. Like they always do this. Like the guys, there's a shop down the street, and they do a lot of like V8s and drift cars, and I don't know. They always like just smash on the street. And well, we used to do that at my old shop, but then like you know what, I'm over that shit because at KBR we used to bust donuts on the driveway, on the street, and the intersection. But the problem is like neighbors start complaining and cops start showing up. But anyways,
Lots of them.
so I used to do that kind of shit. But anyways, so yeah, so on the Q50, there was a problem with the MAF. And then yesterday I was working on it, and then I guess the MAF wasn't really, like the intake wasn't all the way connected to the pipe. So yeah, it was just like a clamp that didn't get, it was because it's in a weird spot. So it was just like a clamp, or the intake wasn't all the way to it was weird. It wasn't sitting correctly, but yeah, I fixed that. Actually, I cleaned the intake and I cleaned the MAFs. So today I actually started the car and it runs fine, but there was still a check engine light for the fuel, I think a fuel pressure or fuel temperature. And because the car has a high aftermarket high pressure fuel pump
and a low pressure fuel pump,
and also a low pressure fuel pump, but it's also aftermarket, so it will throw those codes. But I told the customer that he's gonna need the car tuned, so
like as soon as possible.
Yep.
Or that engine's gonna blow up again.
Yep. So yeah, so that's where we are here at the shop, and then at the same time,
We just finished putting on.
yeah, we did a lot of stuff like the last couple of weeks. But then again, we still have a lot of cars.
For the first month of 2026.
Yeah, I mean like. But anyway, let me switch this. Hold on. So yeah, this was like a quick job tonight. So coilovers are back on. Yeah, so we just here's put the light on there. It's kind of dirty, This is a daily driver, so this car is used a lot. My customer drives this to like San Jose, San Francisco, like Concord, you name it, like all over the Bay Area. So cars, they get driven, and suspension components will have wear and tear. So anyways, so back on the cars. So right now, I don't know if you guys seen this car before, but it's like one of our customers. It's actually my son's classmate in high school. Ford Mustang GT. This one needs a fuel pump. The thing about these cars, you have to drop the tank in order to change the fuel pump, and the fuel tank is full of gas. So yeah, we need to like siphon out the fuel, and then before we can even work on it. So that's one. And then this Evo right here, we actually did the whatchamacallit, we installed upgraded clutch master cylinder, which we already did, and also found out that the not only the clutch master cylinder is bad, but the actual clutch release bearing is bad. So my customer had to order a new release bearing from MA Performance, and we're gonna install a OEM Mitsubishi part. And but yeah, so the transmission needs to be removed in order for us to like, fix it. So that should be like an easy job for us. But before we can work on that car, we need to drop the motor on the Mark III Supra right here, which was the plan for the next couple of days. I'm so delayed with this job right here. Super delayed. But yeah, so yeah, that's the plan. Drop this 7M motor right here. There's a 2JZ motor that we're working on, but maybe tomorrow I'm gonna clear this out and then work on this 7M. Actually, tomorrow I'm gonna change the timing belt before dropping in the motor, but everything else is good on this motor. It just needs to be installed back in the car. So that's one. I'm gonna need to like clean this block, and then this 2JZ GTE cylinder head is a VVTi cylinder head. So I'm gonna need to drop this to the machine shop sometime this week, and then that way I can finish the build. So we're putting OEM metalhead gasket, but with ARP head studs, and then mild build. Has upgraded twin turbos from Stu Hagen. I'm pretty sure that's where he got it from. Or actually, no. I think he got the twin turbos from Drift Motion. So we're gonna install upgraded twin turbos. What else? Yeah, so that's that. So yeah, that's the thing. We need to get this car out. That way we can use the lift. Right? Fuck. I know, dude. So that's the whole issue. It's like we're so cramped out here at this shop, but honestly, that's one issue that we have a lot of work. We do have a lot of work. It's just like not enough space. But one thing that I'm pretty much like kind of excited about is probably by next month we should be able to get this shop back. So if you guys remember, like years ago, this is actually my spot too. But let's go do a little wide. Boom, there you go. But yeah, that's shop number 9. So it's like shop number 8. So technically all of these are mine, but I had Adam take over number 8. We both share that, and Adam helps me with other projects too. So shop number 8 is his, and then I usually give him like a lot of like big jobs like transmission swaps, clutches, sometimes engine swaps. He'll do it over there. And then back then, this one was like my storage and also a work area. And then we also had a waiting room in the lounge area inside number 9. But during the pandemic, things kind of slowed down for a little bit. So I had my buddy Patrick take over this side, shop number 9. And he was doing like, sign stuff. He was doing like windshield. He was doing windshield calibrations, as you can see there. That was years ago, but now he is doing Amazon stuff like overstock, and but he has another warehouse like across the street, so he's doing all of his operations over there across the street. There's another building right there. But yeah, so by March we should get that side of the shop. So pretty much I have shop number 9 back, and then number 10, this will be like just our basically like all the projects. We'll do the projects here, and then the shop number 9 will do all the maintenance, you know, the quick in and out jobs like oil change, brakes, suspension work, those kind of jobs. And then we'll have a lounge inside with a store. I mean, I'll probably set up my I'll probably set up my jump set there again, dude. But yeah, I don't know if you guys remember, like years ago, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, you know, that side that was popping back then. But it was just a couple of years ago that, you know, Patrick needed a spot, and I was like, you know what, it's kind of slow. You can take over, but it's been like at least 2-3 years that's been there, and he already outgrown this spot, so he's gonna go by the end of the month, and we'll be back having 2 bays at least, so that way I can put another lift, because once I have a lift there, we'll do like all the basic work, maintenance and stuff, and then here will be just like, you know, projects, engine swaps, clutch, transmissions, stuff like that. You know, all the long terms will be on this side of the shop, and all the quick in out jobs will be right there. So, but yep, that's what's going on right now here at Horsepower Industries, and looks like we're almost done with this car. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we need to like adjust the camber a little bit. It's still kind of positive because you can see. But yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. All right, so we just putting a super negative camber.
Negative.
No, well, yeah. So because before it was like super positive, but we're just gonna adjust it like that, and then just camber it a little bit. And if it needs some more camber correction, we can always adjust it in the mold. So, but yeah, that's the good thing about having coilovers. You know, adjust the camber, the dampening, and also like I need to readjust this. So we go, like I said, full tight, and then go back like maybe I'd say eight clicks back. So you see, full click, and then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, mine's
6,
already all the
7,
way in.
8.
So 8 back.
Yeah, so you go all the way full stiff, clockwise.
Yep.
And then you go back 8 clicks. Yeah. And then like I'll go for a test drive. And then if it's too soft or too hard, you can always adjust it. So there you go. Much better camber. It's a little crooked right now, but because of the steering wheel, I think you see, because it is, we'll adjust it.